Hi, I'm Siobhan Miller. I'm the founder of the Positive Birth Company, and welcome to our TTC Pack. This pack aims to empower you with the knowledge, resources and support you need as you navigate your unique journey to parenthood. Whether you are in the early stages of family planning, currently trying to conceive, or looking for some more information about fertility and your options if you've been trying a while, this pack is for you. It has always been our mission to make antenatal and postnatal education and support more accessible for everyone. But we recognise that for a lot of people, that journey to parenthood begins long before that first positive pregnancy test. And in fact, for a great number of people, a considerable amount of time, or a longer period of time even, is spent in that trying to conceive mode in comparison to being pregnant. In fact, we recently asked our wonderful Positive Birth Company community a series of questions about family planning, fertility and trying to conceive. We had over 10,000 people respond, and 27% of them said it took over 6 months to conceive. We also discovered that most people go through this process of trying to conceive without telling anyone. In fact, 74% of those 10,000 people that responded told us they waited until after their 12-week scan before they told anyone. We also know that while trying to conceive, a lot of people suffer miscarriage and baby loss, again in private and with little support. In fact, 27% of people who responded to our survey told us they had experienced miscarriage and baby loss. So we know the journey to conception can be for some people a long and challenging one, for a whole variety of different reasons, made only more difficult by the fact it's at odds with what we've been told. From an early age, the focus is very much on contraception and trying to prevent pregnancy at all costs, which leads us to believe that getting pregnant must be pretty easy. But that's not the case. And in fact, 76% of the 10,000 people that responded to our series of questions told us that it was surprising the amount of time it took to conceive. That's over 3/4 of our community. The time it took to conceive wasn't as they expected. When you come to understand the science behind fertility, ovulation and conception, it can be not only eye-opening, but also hugely reassuring. Knowing that the window of opportunity each month is actually quite small, and even if you're having sex in a heterosexual couple without contraception, the chances of successfully conceiving each month is quite slim. Simple things like understanding your cycle better and knowing when you're ovulating can be hugely helpful. Like in hypnobirthing, we strongly believe knowledge is power, and understanding how your body works is not only empowering, but actually improves your chances of success when trying to conceive. Another thing we're always told from an early age, maybe not explicitly, but certainly through cultural conditioning, is that one, only women give birth, which completely dismisses the experience of trans men and non-binary people. And two, that if you are a woman, you'll grow up, meet Mr. Right, fall in love, have a baby, and live happily ever after. And we all know that's not always the case. And I know that a lot of people here watching this right now won't fit into that model. Perhaps you're in a same-sex relationship, and so no amount of sex with your partner is going to lead to a baby. Or you've decided to navigate the journey to parenthood solo because you never met Mr. or Mrs. Right. Or maybe you did meet Mr. Right, and despite best efforts, no baby has appeared yet, even though they're very much planned and wanted. We know there are lots of different types of parents and lots of different journeys to parenthood, and we've worked hard to make sure this pack is inclusive and relevant for all. So please know, if you're a member of the LGBTQ community, a solo parent-to-be, an older parent-to-be, a parent-to-be in a bigger body, you're safe here. Right, on to the content. We've brought together 8 excellent experts to deliver 8 wonderful workshops, and these include fertility, family planning and trying to conceive with GP Dr. Tosin Sotubo, sex when trying to conceive with sex educator and author Ruby Rare, fertility health with fertility nurse Kate Davies, nutritional advice when trying to conceive with dietitian and nutritionist Katherine Kimber, trying to conceive in a bigger body with Nicola Salmon, a fat-positive feminist fertility coach and author, assisted conception with Dr. Larisa Corda, mental health and well-being with Dr. Rebecca Moore, a perinatal psychiatrist, and an interactive relaxation workshop with our very own PBC's mindfulness and meditation expert and holistic coach, Dana Svoboda. In terms of working your way through the content, hopefully you'll find it so engaging you'll want to binge watch it like your favourite Netflix series. But you can also watch little and often. You can revisit workshops, rewatch them as many times as you like. Essentially, it's very flexible, so you can work through the workshops and all the additional content, however you like or whatever pace suits. You can access the workshops on any device from anywhere in the world at any time of day or night. We also have a number of guided meditation MP3s for you to download. These have been designed for you to listen to at different points in your cycle. We also have a downloadable TTC planner to help you start tracking your cycle. And then there's our private TTC Facebook group, which you can access through this pack. That's where you can go to ask any questions you have, share your experiences, both the good and the sad, and connect with others going through the same thing at the same time. I hope that the Facebook group in particular will become an invaluable source of support and solidarity for you as you go through this journey to parenthood. I know that so many people go through the trying to conceive process alone without anyone to speak to, especially difficult when it feels like all your friends are having babies and you feel like no one will understand your situation. I hope you'll find people in the TTC private Facebook group that you can talk to and connect with who will understand what you're going through and be able to offer you the mutual support and comfort that you need. Now it's time for me to pass the mic over to our brilliant experts. But before I do, I just want to take this moment to remind you that you are at the start of the most amazing and exciting chapter of your life. And I'm so excited for you, and I want to wish you all the best on your journey to becoming a parent.